Right, today we're going to make our skin healing cream, well, the next stage of it anyway. And the ingredients are calendula and lavender, which I've had soaking in oil for the past, I think, 14 weeks now. You're meant to do it for 12 weeks if it's dry herbs in the first place. And then I have dehydrated dandelions, which I had to dehydrate because they were ready before I was. So I have 2 pots of those. And then I have the dried plantain, which you may have seen in a previous video tour of my tunnel. So I dried the plantain and the dandelions because this year I'm making the cream from dried ingredients. It takes longer. I think you can leave it for 8 weeks if the ingredients are fresh. Even at that, you'd have to put them in slightly wilted so their water content is low. But with the dried ingredients, the idea is that you leave them soaking for longer, for 12 weeks, or in my case 14 because life got in the way. But you leave them for 12 weeks and it's a stronger, it's a stronger oil, stronger infused oil at the end of it. So it does take longer, but hopefully the product will be better. Although I don't see how it can be because I've had great success with this cream. We've given it out to friends and family and I've had nothing but good things back. So again, it's not medical advice, but like, it's good cream. So I'll just move this out of the way for now. This 2-litre jar, let me just see, is what I have had things soaking in for the last 12 weeks. And this morning I put it into the sieve over this bowl. I taped it on because it was falling off. Let's hope it doesn't fall now that I'm on camera. So I left it and left it to drip out. You're not to squeeze it out, just let it drip. There we go, that's that. So we have the oil underneath. I'll just discard this out of the way. Now, there we go. There is the oil that has had the calendula and lavender soaking in it. Now there's a few bits where I've missed, but I'm going to be soaking new herbs in anyway, so that's okay. So we'll start with our big pot. I'll just move this out of the way for now. I've been minding it for the past couple of hours that it doesn't spill. So a nice 2-litre jar. This is a canning funnel. It's lovely wide mouth, but also a wide bottom. So that's good. So dandelion. I started off this cream, the main ingredient was dandelion, or the only ingredient was dandelion, and over the years I've added to it. But even just as dandelion, it was very good. So I'm going to put these 2 pots of dandelion in. That's the whole head. For other things you have to pick off the green, but for this it's good. Actually, I don't even need the whole lot. That's loads. So then we're going to put some comfrey in. Now this comfrey I dehydrated, like I said. And I'll just fill up the rest of the way with comfrey. I might even end up with 2 jars after this. We'll see how much oil is left when I've poured it in over the herb. That's loosely packed and not completely full, as you can see. So I just have this metal skewer. You don't have to have a metal skewer. I'm not even sure you need to mix these up, but you know, I will need it afterwards for the oil. Then our funnel, the oil, and a steady hand, which doesn't always coincide. So here we go. See, the colour of that oil has taken on, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it has definitely taken on a more orange hue from the herbs. So I will end up, in fact, using it all. Yeah, there we go. That's not quite full. I'm going to put some more dandelion in. Run that through the funnel now because that's got all the oil on it. So, and then I'll top it up with olive oil or avocado oil or jojoba oil, whichever oil you want. In the first place it was olive oil with a tiny drop of castor oil in it. But the castor oil is very thick And it tends to form like a bubble, like an empty space in the jar with just oil. So you have to keep a shake on that. Now, we just stir it up. And I'll just add some more oil into that now in a second. Now, just pour some olive oil in. Again, with a steady hand. Anytime the camera comes on, I develop a shake in my hand. There we go. So that's full. Lovely and oily. All stirred up nicely. So, there we go. Lovely stuff. So that was in the first place. Calendula and lavender, and I drain the oil out of those, which are then to discard. Might see that the hens want them. And then fill your jar back up again. Obviously wash the jar, fill it up again with your herbs, and pour your strained oil in on top. Close the lid. The lid will close. Actually, we'll figure that out in a minute. Oh, there we go. Close the lid, label the lid, and leave it there for 12 weeks. So in 12 weeks time, I'll be back, or thereabouts, you know, life getting in the way and all. So in about 12 weeks, I'll come back and I'll show you the next stage. So I hope you find that helpful. Thank you very much. So just coming back on quickly, I did get that closed. As soon as the camera turned off, I was able to close it. And a label on plantain and dandelion, the 31st of May 2025. I just wanted to come back on to say I keep calling the plantain comfrey. Once the garden gets going here, we may as well just point at things and grunt, because we keep calling things different names. We keep calling tomatoes strawberries and gosh, everything else in between. So just to reiterate, this is dandelion and plantain in here, not comfrey. So there, it's August sometime, it's 12 weeks from now. So we will see you then.